If you're looking to save money on your electric bill, or if you're just curious about going solar, today is your lucky day. Sponsoring our segment this afternoon is Harvest Solar, and I'm here with company president in their Champaign location, Lucas Olenek. Lucas, thanks so much for having me.
Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Tell me about your business.
Sure. So we do what they call on-site solar installations. If you own a residence, if you own a business, if you own a farm, we do a design based on your utility bills and your usage, and meet you and talk through the whole project. And then if you want to go through and put some solar on your property, we will design it, we will build it, we do full service. So it's an investment in your property, and we've been doing that for about 14 years.
That's awesome. What are some of the benefits of, you're calling it on-site solar energy?
Yep, so common misconception, there's a lot of developers out there doing solar farms, bigger solar farms. That's not what we do. We do projects on site. So if you have energy usage that your facility is using, and we are there to basically offset your energy usage to lock in your energy rate for years to come. So that's the idea with what we're doing.
That's really cool. And tell me about, I know there's a lot of talk about it online and, you know, around town, but what are some of the financial incentives that people can get when they go solar?
Sure, there are several. The big one is the federal level. It's the ITC, the investment tax credit. So the investment tax credit is also known as the solar tax credit. Historically, since 2008, it's a 30% tax credit. So say you spend, you know, $50,000 on a project, for instance, you're going to have a $15,000 tax credit. That is a credit, not a grant, but it's also something that you can take. You can go backwards on your tax returns and also go forward. So you don't need to take it all the first year. And there's also depreciation. If you're doing it for a business, you can depreciate it like a piece of equipment on your operation, like a capital expenditure. And there's also, through the Inflation Reduction Act, there are now certain tax credit adders you can qualify for. If you're in a low-income area, if you use domestic content on your project, which has all sorts of rules with it, I won't get into that today, but you can get a 10% or even a 20% adder on the tax credit above the 30%. So it's pretty exciting. That's all the federal stuff. And then there's a state tax incentive called the Illinois Shines program. What they are doing is the utilities are paying SRECs, so they're renewable energy credits. And you get paid if you do a smaller project, meaning 10, 20, 30 kilowatts, which is like a small business or a residential project. You can get paid out in 1 year for your renewable energy credits. And that incentive typically equates to about 30 to 40% of the whole value of the project.
That's significant.
It is.
That's a big savings, and it really makes this whole process of changing the way that you get energy possible for so many folks. What makes your business different than a lot of the other businesses out there doing the same thing?
Well, Ryan, you're standing in our facility here in Champaign. I think one thing that sets us apart, which, you know, may be a pretty low bar, but, you know, there are lots of things happening in solar that I don't like. And one of the things is we have a physical locations here. So you can come and talk to one of our salespeople. You can come and talk to our installation crews right here in Champaign. It's our warehouse. We do sales, design, engineering, and construction and service all in-house. We have all our own employees. A lot of the organizations out there are just a sales organization, and then they'll hand off your installation to somebody else for the lowest bidder. And so you're not going to get the quality and the accountability that our company
And you're
provides.
really not even choosing who's doing your solar at that point. Somebody else is making that decision for you. But you guys are local. You guys are here.
We are
and
local.
You guys do it all.
We are local. We do it all. We've had a physical presence in Illinois since about 2017, and we're very familiar with the Illinois Shines program, and we are what they call an approved vendor for the program. So that's going to be what sets us apart.
What's the first step?
The first step is, well, call our office, go on our website, fill out a form. But beyond that, we really, in order to get a quotation, we really need to see your utility bill and look at about 12 months of usage to see what the patterns are of your facility, of like what kind of kilowatt hours you're using during the year, and we can design a system around that and then provide all the incentives and the financial benefits.
That's awesome, Lucas. Thank you so much. Sounds like it's easy to start. It's a simple conversation. quick analysis. Stay tuned because later we're going to be doing Ask the Expert segment with Lucas. He's going to be answering your questions. But in the meantime, if you would like more information on going solar, we're going to connect you with Harvest Solar on our website after the show. And we thank Harvest Solar so much for sponsoring our segment this afternoon.